guys. In today's video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the newer Gibsons. We have the original series Flying V here. This is a 2019. And we also have the Gibson SG Modern. This is a 2020. I'm going to give you kind of my thoughts and comparisons on how I feel about the new Gibsons. Rock on with rock hard riffs. Guys, this is Rock Hard Riffs, the rock and roll guitar channel for the self-taught. That's right, we're going to talk about the new Gibsons, and I'm going to compare and contrast a little bit between those and, say, newer Fenders and stuff like that. So, and guys, check it out. I am sporting one of the new Rock Hard Riff hoodies. These are pretty cool. We have our logo on the front here and also on the back. Let me show you that. And the logo on the front. And so you can see they also have pockets, which are nice. So just take a look in the description. You can grab one of these for yourself and a t-shirt. Help the channel. We'd really appreciate that. Okay guys, so we're going to talk about the new Gibsons and my opinion of the new Gibsons. Now I remember, gosh, it must have been a good 10 years ago or so. I was at one of those great big box stores that's going bankrupt. And I was looking at some Gibsons at the time, and they were showing me with all this enthusiasm, this one particular salesman. I think he might have had a bridge or two for sale also. That was one of the things that kind of turned me off about that store, and that was unfortunate because there were some really good people there too. But nevertheless, it had the robo-tuners and all that, and the guy was like, he was trying to sell me a timeshare. He's like, isn't that great? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? And I wanted to take the thing and throw it on the ground. It's like, no, that's not cool. That's not great. And that was the last time I looked at a Gibson until I had picked these up. Now, an analogy I'm going to use, maybe some of you older timers like me will relate to this more, and maybe some of you young guys too. It's kind of like General Motors and Ford and Toyota, etc., right? We have our General Motors, I'd say, is kind of like Gibson. Ford is like Fender. ESP is like Toyota. And, you know, those are super, super high quality guitars, and they just keep on going, right? Just like a Toyota, just as they should. So, you know, they all have gone through their ups and downs and have had their problems. Now, I know that quality control has been also a big issue for Gibson as well. Now, my opinion, my thoughts on these, I absolutely love them. I think they're fantastic. These guitars are on the definitely high side of my guitar budget as far as that goes. The ESP, the SG, and the Flying V are all about the same cost, right in the $1,800 area when they're new. I didn't pay that for either of these. I did for the ESP, but not these. I got great deals on these. But that's beside the point. So my thoughts. The quality of craftsmanship. There's not a single, if it matters to you, blemish on this Flying V. It took very, very little setup. And again, I had a luthier take a look at it. My guy at Sam Ash, he looked at it. That's where I bought it too, by the way. But I had him go over it. And it's just a fantastic guitar. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And let's talk about just the guitar itself in general. The balance is absolutely perfect. Okay, the weight of it is fantastic. The action on it is super low, which I really love. This guitar just feels great. You can tell that it was put together well. It plays fantastically. I've had no issues with it at all yet whatsoever. So major thumbs up for the new Gibson Flying V. Again, this is the original series. And here we have the new SG Modern. Now this thing is so cool. It has a maple cap on it, so it's very much unlike your regular SG. As Gibson says themselves, it's like a cross between an SG and a Les Paul, and it tends to sound more like a Les Paul when it comes down to it. It also has the split humbuckers, which turn into P90s. Now that is just super cool in my opinion. I was looking for something like that, but bang, Gibson came out with it. Super cool. It also has the tapered neck, the specially made neck, which feels really, really good. And of course an ebony fretboard. Who doesn't love it? An ebony fretboard. And it's just a fantastic guitar. And the clear knobs, if you like that. And it's very, very well balanced too. This does not have neck dive like some of the earlier ones did. I'm surprised Gibson didn't come out and say something about that they revised it. They moved the strap button. It was up here on the horn in the back, and now they put it back just under the neck, and it's perfect. And they also changed the tuners. There are no locking tuners on the 2020s and on, I'm going to imagine. But this is very well balanced. That's really important. It feels fantastic. The pickups are killer. Again, these are burst buckers. That's a burst bucker plus, so it's a little juicier. And again, these split into P90s. These guitars are just fantastic. They're exactly what I was looking for. What more do you want? How would I compare these with, say, like the ESP? And that is like a precision instrument. It is just, the thing is immaculate. I absolutely love that guitar. It's a little heavy, but other than that, it's a great guitar. And of course, it has a Floyd Rose on it, and it has some Seymour Duncans in there. Again, it's really well balanced. It also has a specialized neck, and it just plays like a dream. The craftsmanship and the quality control on these are spot on. They've been great. I've had absolutely no problems. So if you're considering buying a newer Gibson, again, I only have two of them, but I have one from 2019 and 2020. Both have been just great. They're just great guitars, nothing wrong with them. Not just that, but they're fantastic guitars, and these pickups are killer. I have not had any problem with the newer Gibsons. So if you're looking at checking into them, I wouldn't hesitate. But as always, anytime I get a new guitar, I have it looked over by a guitar tech or a luthier or what have you, somebody like that that knows more than I do, and I don't know all that much, so that isn't difficult to beat. But I really want another pair of eyes and hands on that guitar before I'm going to spend that kind of dollar, you know, on a guitar like that, so, or any guitar for that matter. Alright guys, let us know if this helped you, in case you're looking for a newer Gibson. And we really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, and we will see you next video.